The power of positive thinking. Positive thinking, negative thinking. Be positive, be positive, be positive. My God, how does that sound? Are you able to be really positive all the time? But without even knowing, recognizing what is this positive thinking, does it even mean to try to be? So let's decode that today. I'm going to tell you why positive thinking is a facade. I am Richa Sahhay, your clarity coach, and let's get into that. So, glass half full or half empty? A very old cliche example, isn't it? People show it and say, "What is that you can see?" And now it has got a lot of interpretation, but 15 years ago, I only heard one interpretation. The one who could see glass half full, they are positive by nature. The one who could see glass half empty are negative by nature. Why? Because where is the attention going? Is it going on to the abundance part or is it going to the scarcity part? So it's the abundance versus scarcity mindset. Well, that's okay, but what is important? Glass is half full and half empty. Even if I look at half full or half empty and I'm not thirsty, does that glass even make any sense for me? Is that important for me at that point in time? No. And if I'm thirsty, then what is important? Half full, half empty, or is this enough to quench my thirst or not? If this is enough to quench my thirst, go ahead, drink water, be happy. And if this is not, drink it and go and figure out where can I get more water from. This is called realistic thinking, neither positive nor negative. How do we look at realistic thinking and why we should not be positive thinkers really? What is positive? Positive is whenever you feel happy, you call it to be positive. So that definitely is a good idea. But when you are making decisions, when you are taking calls based on how you are just feeling and you're not being realistic, trust me, you will miss a lot of points. You will miss noticing a lot of things that you should have. And when I am right now speaking this, I'm sure you would be able to resonate with it. Someday, sometime you would have said, "Oh my God, how did I miss this? It was right in front of me." Because we were swayed in the emotions of positive thinking. This exactly is what positive thinking does to us. What makes me make such big statements? When you look at organizations in the past that were number one, failed, bankruptcy. Kodak was one very big example, and I always quote this. Kodak was one organization in the camera space, people would swear it was number one. When the market was changing, why did Kodak miss the bus? When the market was changing, why did Kodak not notice this changing trend in the market from those rolls, camera rolls, to the digitization? Why did it miss the bus? Because there were too many positive thinkers. We are number one, we can't be beaten. And do you think the organization in the top management had less qualified people? Much more qualified. Yet the point was missed. This happens when you are not willing to look at what is the reality. What is the environment offering? And hence, how should I adjust myself into it? And that is a very beautiful point of being realistic. Being realistic does not mean, "Oh my God, the environment is negative. Now what do I do? The environment is not supportive. Oh my God, the dates are going off. Everything is falling apart." It says that, okay, everything is falling apart. You don't have time. So now see, what are your possible options? What can you do next? And this exactly is how one can move ahead. So if you're stuck in positive thinking, you will miss the bus. You will not look at it. A lot of time we don't go to see the doctor because we were too positive. No, no, it's just a little bit of thing, nothing to worry. Be positive, everything will be all right. And it only when gets worse, then we realize we should have seen the doctor on time. Similarly, career options. It's only when the bus is missed we feel, oh, I thought I should have also filled for these institutes. Why did I just fill for this institute? And similarly for organizations that you join, friends that you make, whatever, everywhere the condition is the same. If you are too swayed by the concept of positive thinking, you will tend to miss the bus. So become realistic. That's the point. That's the important thing. Become realistic. Try and see what is the reality. And when you acknowledge the reality, that is where you find out what to do next. And I'll give you one very simple example. I have tried to make this video no less than 5 times, and every time the output has been blurred and I had been put off. It has been pain because I'm not sure if you're noticing, but at my background there is a lot of noise. And this is a continuous thing. So for me, it becomes terrible to get into a noiseless space. Only when I realized that I'm doing something wrong, and I was not just saying, oh no, it will happen, it will happen, it will happen. Then I created some more options. I took support, and then I sat to record again. Had I been stuck in positive thinking and negative thinking, the negative thinking would have said, oh my God, every time this is going wrong, and I'll not do it. And the positive thinking, don't worry, it will happen, it will happen. Don't worry is good, but it will happen is not okay. You will have to see where do things need fixing up. Where do things need tweaking? Where do things require you to change your ways? And when you do that, then things start to work for you. So hold yourself from getting into the trap of positive and negative thinking. In fact, when you are feeling too positive, it's a good idea to be in that feeling for a while and then come back and be realistic. So when you're feeling that positive, that feeling feels good, be there for a while, but please come back to reality. Reality is something that you must learn to see. Reality is one thing that we really miss. We badly miss. It's so obvious that it gets ignored. It just gets ignored. Learn to look at the reality and do not make decisions when you are positive or negative, because in both the cases, trust me, you will miss a lot of stuff which were important. And I'm sure when I'm saying this, you would be able to resonate with some experience of yours. Now, when you actually work realistically, that's the time you are most productive. And the reason is, that is when you are peaceful from within, when you are grounded, you are centered. And hence, you will see that the quality that you produce during those moments is the best. Otherwise, it is really very, very terrible. So I hope it is clarifying you the concept of positive thinking and negative thinking. And you know, these things are not there in some big stuff in your life that you be positive, negative only for big things. No, it is you as a person. It is about every moment. Is every moment of your life is joyous, happy, or every moment is full of misery and you are all the time contemplating and thinking what's going wrong. So it's not about some big events in your life. It's about your every moment. And being realistic is not something that will just happen. You have to train yourself to be that. So when you start to learn to be realistic, more of it happens, and more of it happens, and more of it happens, and easier it gets, and easier it gets, and easier it gets. So you got to be in that process. I hope this is clearing off that cloud of positive thinking and negative thinking, and you are seeing the importance of being realistic in your day-to-day movement. If this video has brought clarity to you, consider subscribing. More on the way. I am submitted to bringing clarity to people because I have received gurus in my life who have brought this to me, and now it's my mission to spread this. I'm sure you are my partner in this mission, and I hope I am benefiting. Do share your takeaways, your thoughts, what you feel about it in the comment section. See you next. Bye.